Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums, as I, Captain Steve, and today, chums, I'm going to be talking about the pet update and this gnarly icon that was data mined. So check out the top of the screen right there. When I jump out of the ship, so I'm going to jump in my ship and out of my ship and keep your little eagle eyes peeled on the screen. I mean, I'm going to slow the footage down anyway and zoom in. So you see this icon here, when it comes up, restored points saved. Look at the icons. They look very similar in the way that they're constructed. So I do believe this icon is definitely a legit thing. And it's like even down on this bottom bar here. Okay, so look on the little quick menu down here. We've got this icon. Again, with the little sort of summoning rings. You can see there, summon vehicle. Now when this got data mined, it's called summon pet. So I'm thinking it might just appear on the quick menu down here when we're on planet surfaces. And we can call in pets, just like we do with ships. There might be like 6 pet slots where you can choose different pets. That's my thoughts and feelings. I mean, it does look in keeping with the rest of the icons down here, doesn't it? It really does. Freaking mind-blowing stuff. Heck yes. Anyhow, so how does this fit into the current game and lore right now as we know it? So over here is Ariadne. Now, as you know, Ariadne went missing. Yep, Ariadne is missing, and what we have here inside of the Nexias is an imposter. Yeah, you're not the real Ariadne. No, you're not. No, we all know that you're an imposter. Hello, kitty face. Heck yes, we're on to you. Hello, kitty face Ariadne. You're not the real Ariadne. No, you're not. Oh, what's this? You've got a pet? Fudging heck. We're just talking about pet updates. Do you know something? I think you frickin' do. Spill the beans. What's that? Sentinel pets? Okay, but you're going to have to tell me a little bit more. Come on, tell me more. Oh, the lore? You said lay laps? Well, freaking mind-blowing stuff. Heck yes. Okay, right. Well, I think we might have to go and look into that. Heck yes, we're going to go look into the lore and find out what's going on. And where is the real Ariadne? A dark freighter, you say? Oh, yes. In the weekend mission lore, Ariadne disappeared onto a dark freighter in another realm, into the void, into the abyss, into the realm of freaking glass. Of course, that's mind-blowing stuff. Okay, so she's in the world of glass. Maybe we can go and rescue Ariadne from the world of glass in the upcoming weekend missions. That makes sense. Heck yes, it was. I can be a hero. Yes, I can. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Ariadne. I say Ariadne, but you're just a mere reflection, an echo from the world of glass, or from the void, or the abyss, or whatever you want to frickin' call this dang frickin' place. But yeah, hopefully we can go and rescue the real Ariadne. Anyhow, so let's head on over. Let's just hit up some information on this terminal. Here we go. Chicka-boom-boom and chicka-pow-pow. Yes. Okay, so weekend mission lore. We started hearing odd voices coming from our exosuit, but could that odd voice from our exosuit be a Sentinel? You're probably thinking, Captain Steve, what the fudge are you on about? Well, look, if I pick up these rare resources, which sort of ties into a tweet that I'm sure Murray put out there, and it makes you wonder, I wonder what he's thinking. But anyway, here we go. That's triggered some Sentinels to come in. Now, these are called Sentinel drones. So the Sentinel drones sort of hover in place, and they sort of scan you, and they sort of police the planets. But in the actual lore, inside of the lore of No Man's Sky, they do mention a Sentinel drone called Laylaps that gets reprogrammed by a traveller and repurposed inside of the realm of glass. And that Sentinel helps the traveller escape that realm of glass. So you're probably thinking, I don't remember that from the actual lore. Well, it was in the base archive lores. And here we go. That actual Sentinel was called Laylaps. And it got reprogrammed by the traveller and stayed by the traveller at his side, and helped the traveller escape the world of glass, and continued to communicate to the traveller through voices inside of the exosuit. And we've heard that mentioned in the weekend mission lore. Also, it mentions that to get into that realm, they followed music, and that reminds me of the living ship missions. Anyhow, so a lot of the polls that I've been putting up, chums, a lot of you are hoping for it to be a programmable Sentinel chum. And many are thinking that we may get this update when we run out of the current Quicksilver items that we're running missions for. Now the person that sets those missions is Nada and Polo, and look what's on Nada's workbench. It's a Sentinel frickin' drone, so these kind of like little pieces of the puzzle sort of slot in together. I mean, we see Sentinels being worked on throughout the verse a lot of the time while we're running around this actual iteration. And yeah, we don't really bat an eyelid, but yeah, could it be that Nada is trying to get a version of Laylap's up and operational? It could be, couldn't it? And it could be that if we do have to go and rescue Ariadne from this world of glass, that we might get a Sentinel drone as a freaking mission reward. I mean, that'd be freaking awesome, wouldn't it? If you agree, put it in the comments, that'd be awesome. But looking at these parts that No Man's Sky Assistant app, Kurt has actually data mined, and looking at them, I don't believe they're all that big. I mean, a lot of these sort of segments, if they were bigger than this, if they were like space station parts that people are sort of speculating, they'd be a lot more detailed. These are quite amateurly detailed in a way. It's like they should only be the size maybe to fit on a Sentinel drone or a Sentinel dog. Now the reason I say a Sentinel dog or Sentinel quad is Laylap's in Greek mythology was actually a dog, not a drone or anything like that. And I think these parts would be more fitting to fit onto a Sentinel dog rather than a drone, but then you have got wings within inside of these little parts, so perhaps it is going to go on a drone. I mean, we have got the corrupted Sentinels that have started to appear as well, so perhaps we're going to get a version of a drone that's slightly bigger than the drones that we have now. I mean, Space Pack, that one's a little bit odd. I mean, can we actually summon this thing in space? There's so many questions, because some people believe that we're going to get sort of like biological pets that you find on planet surfaces and we're just going to mount them and ride them, but then all these parts look very sort of robotic. It's like that one there, the Traveller Pack. It even looks like it's got like a little keypad on it. So I don't believe it's going to be much bigger than, you know, the human hand, that area. And yeah, there's the wings. So there's so many questions that this is throwing up, but it makes me wonder whether we might get something a little bit bigger than a drone. And another reason I say that is when you're inside of stations, chums, if you go to the actual multi-tool agent and look what's going on behind him in any station, he's got a Sentinel drone hanging, well, not a drone, sorry, a quad hanging up there. And it looks like maybe we might be able to buy parts for our pets here. Maybe this is something that's been in the game all this time and we just haven't really noticed it. I'm wondering whether that's a thing. Not only do you get your multi-tool parts here, but maybe we can upgrade our Sentinel drone type pet, should we get one. I keep saying drone. Whenever I say drone, just think Sentinel. Okay, because I don't know what type of Sentinel we're going to get, if we're going to get a Sentinel at all. I mean, fudge. Also in the back room of these inside of these stations, if you go over to here and go down here, there's a locked door. Now if you've got Atlas Pass level 3, you should be able to unlock this door, and when you venture inside, sometimes you find another workbench with Sentinel parts all laid out. And yeah, there's Sentinel quad up there, so you've got the actual body there, and you've got the legs sitting in a box on the desk, and also on the wall it looks like lots of other parts. But a lot of these parts I'm not seeing in the pet accessories, and to be honest, I'm not seeing where you could put all those pet accessories on this one drone, unless those parts are extremely small. But then it doesn't really make sense because they're cargo containers. I'd imagine the size of the pet that we're getting is probably going to be a lot bigger than a Sentinel sort of quad or Sentinel drone. I'm wondering whether we might get a new type of Sentinel. Maybe a Sentinel spider or a Sentinel sort of, I don't know, biped. Almost like an extra traveller, like your own C-3PO. That'd be frickin' ace. Okay, so yeah, that kind of would make sense. Well, it makes sense to me. And you guys out there in the viewer world, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on all of this. Whether you think it's going to be a Sentinel or a droid or organic pet, yeah, please put it in the comments. That'd be frickin' ace. Anyway, you guys out there have been awesome, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. So a massive, great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck, yes. There's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!